So today we're just going to have a chat about all the exciting digital innovation and development projects that Alzheimer Scotland have got going on, with a wee bit of a focus on the virtual reality projects that they have. And the virtual reality projects is where they use headsets to reduce anxiety and improve well-being. I'm really excited to have that conversation with them today. I'm always so impressed by all the different projects that Alzheimer Scotland has got going on.
My name is Tommy Petillo. I'm a service designer and I work for Alzheimer Scotland. And in the last 7 years, I specialized in missing people with dementia. So I've been leading on a project called Purple Alert, which is a free app for missing people with dementia. But I also then led on a range of services around missing. One of the new services that we are about to introduce is called Safe Connect. These little fobs use NFC technology, which stands for Near Field Communication, and they are programmed very easily. They can be programmed by anyone, and when you tap them on your phone, they will be programmed to trigger a message, so that people can wear them on their keyring or their handbag, and if they feel a little bit lost, someone in the community can tap on their phone and see what their name is, and they could reunite them with their carers. The Safe Connect fobs are actually free, and if someone is interested, they can contact the National Dementia Advisor or drop in one of our resource centres, and all the information will be on the Alzheimer Scotland website. Purple Alert is a free app designed for missing people with dementia. The way the app works is that the community around the person with dementia downloads the app, and the carer of the person with dementia will create a profile for this person. And if they realize this person is missing, they can raise an alert and the community can respond. It's been a very successful project, and we have over 5,000 users at the moment around Scotland, and so far we had 47 missing alerts, and the majority of them have been found by Police Scotland, but also by the community around them.
So I'm Janice McGee, and I'm digital lead within the Innovations and Development team here at Alzheimer Scotland. And my role is taking the work that we do looking at consumer technology that's available for people with dementia and their carers, and embedding that into our workforce. So one of the new exciting projects that we've been working on is virtual reality. About 2 years ago, through the Dementia Circle, one of the members had suggested looking at virtual reality, and it was at that time Facebook had brought out the Oculus headsets. So that changed the game completely, because this was a unit that was all encased in the one unit. Everything was there, just in the one headset. Also internally, we received funding from the government for carers' activities, and because we were already working on the virtual reality, a lot of the staff were keen in getting involved. So the decision was made to then buy virtual reality headsets for all our resource centres throughout Scotland. Once you put the headset on and you're in that virtual world, you really do forget about your surroundings. And it's a really immersive experience, because you can hear through it as well, you can speak through it depending on what type of experience you're doing. Some of the experiences, although they're slightly animated, you still are totally engrossed in the reality that you're in. But the good thing about them is they come with, when you set them up, you can set up safety boundaries, so there's no accidents that can happen. If you come out your safety boundary, the headset becomes see-through, so you're back in the physical environment. My colleague Kathy, she's working with a woman who's in her 70s, and she loves doing the skydiving experience. So although there is the nature-based, you could be on a beach, you could be in a forest, hearing the waves, hearing the birds, that really does, just make you feel good. There is the sort of more exhilarating experiences. But there's a lot of people that use it for bucket lists. So, going on safari, roller coasters, things like that. So again, we do start off with a nice, calming, safe experiences. But once you get to work with people and see what they want as well, that can be used. In fact, there's one of the staff in Kilmarnock, she was working with a gentleman who used to be a deep sea diver. So we put the deep sea diving experience on, and apparently when he used it, he just loved it, took him back to that. And although he was in the headset, the group was there, so he was telling the stories when he used to be a diver, and they could see on the screen what he was looking at. We're still learning a lot about it, and this is, now that we've got the VR headsets in all the dementia resource centres, what we're hoping to do is get a better picture of the different experiences, because we've got two gentlemen who have got the same type of dementia, and one, it works really well for him, and the other one, he gets motion sickness. So it's not a one size fits all. So it's pretty straightforward. You've got like a kind of dashboard in front of you. You've got your toolbar down the bottom here, where you can go in and into your app library and everything that you've got. So we've got the roller coaster. MetaQuest TV is good for finding free experiences. So we've got like the Northern Lights, things in here. YouTube VR is another good resource, but some of the apps you have to buy. So Jurassic Park if you want to go walking with dinosaurs. So lots of options. Wanderer app is really good. It's like Google Maps.
On some of the projects that we're working on, we're working in partnerships with academic institutions because there is quite a lot of interest in finding out the therapeutic benefits of VR. With people with dementia. So we're working on a project about VR choirs with York University, and on another project for VR Hampden to replicate the experience of going to the stadium in the 1960s. We're working with Abertay University, and we're working also with a startup company based in Dundee called Crabbit. And they are developing this kind of experience for virtual reality headset. So both these projects are still in the development phase.
Where we're at with Hampden at the moment is just a starting point, and we're hoping that using the experiences that we're going to have developed, people will see the potential of it. I think they will, because football is a big part of people's lives. But what we're hoping to do is secure future funding, and then it's a case of what else can we develop. It could be that it's the reenactment of one of the famous history games, but we're just at the starting point.
Yeah, Dementia Circle started a long time ago, probably around the time that I started working with Alzheimer Scotland. And so you're talking about probably 12, 13 years ago, when we were looking at available products that were designed for people with dementia. At the same, and they all looked very much like medical aids and products that nobody really wanted to use. And then myself and another designer, Jenny Lennox, and the then head of innovations and development team, I suppose, Joyce Gray, we were looking at inclusively designed products. available off the shelves in possibly John Lewis or B&Q or IKEA. These were the products that our families wanted to use, not the medical aids. So what we did, we started forming these circles, these dementia circles, where people would discuss the products that they used in their own homes, and we wanted to share that kind of knowledge with a wider community. So we collected, so we actually we were evaluating products and testing them in a way, and then sharing that feedback with the wider community, but at the same time sharing feedback with manufacturers if there were small adjustments that could be made to make life for people with dementia easier. So that's how Dementia Circle started, and that kind of threw the foundations for pretty much anything that Alzheimer Scotland is doing since. So everything is kind of person-centered, and is about, involves engagement with the families, but also engagement and co-production with other agencies or stakeholders, manufacturers, etc.
During lockdown, there was a few dementia circles held online, and it was looking at consumer technology and how that could be used to help people live at home independently for longer and give carers peace of mind. So we're picking that back up again, and we do have people who are ongoing members, but we're always looking for new members. And the plan is that we hope that we can have dementia circles throughout Scotland. And also, now that we're involved in the VR, we're hoping that through the VR headsets being used in resource centres, that we can actually get some testers, like a virtual reality dementia circle, for the national projects that we're involved with just now and going forward.